Hi, I'm Eric Landlord and welcome to my kitchen. If it's one thing I like the most about Britain, it's the tradition of afternoon tea. And in our patisseries, Cake Boy Boutique, we serve a very sophisticated and contemporary afternoon tea. It's a cardamom, vanilla and lemon putty cakes. Let me show you how simple it is to make. We're gonna need some unsalted butter, some egg white, some good quality lemon extract, got some baking powder, ground almond, got some gluten-free flour, and here I got as well some icing sugar. And finally, some ground cardamom. Cardamom comes as a little pod like this, so just peel it off and using a pestle mortar, just grind it to a fine powder. And that smell is just simply amazing. And trust me, it does work with the vanilla and the lemon. And it will give us a lovely Middle Eastern flavor to those lovely little cakes. So let's make our cakes. So here I've prepared my little mini loaf tins, slightly greased, and just to be sure they come out perfectly, I got a little piece of baking paper at the bottoms. So that's ready on the side, and my oven is preheated to 180. So first of all, I'm gonna add all my dry ingredients. So I got the ground almond. I'm gonna sift in the gluten-free flour. And that's a great bonus, if someone is celiac, they can enjoy the beautiful cakes. People who have no idea it's a gluten-free cakes. And here I got the icing sugar. Always worth sifting your icing sugar to get rid of the little lump you can get inside. So just mixing it together. I'm adding to that the baking powder. Just gonna mix those together. Time to add my egg white. This goes in. Just gonna combine that together. Right, so we got beautiful, glossy, smooth mixtures. So we're ready for our next ingredients. I'm gonna move those away. Got my unsalted butter, and what I've done to it is my saucepan here, I took it to what we call beurre noisette, melted on a high heat till it starts to get the spectacle of burnt butter. And this is just really to boost that lovely flavor, that buttery flavor, which is gonna really bring all the flavor together on our cakes. I'm just gonna pass it through a sieve, add it to my mixture, and combine it together. And yes, it is a very liquid batter, so don't panic, there's nothing wrong with it. That's the way it's supposed to be. So time to bring the flavor now. Here I got some Nielsen Massey lemon extract. This is a pure lemon extract. That's really gonna bring all the beautiful citrusy flavor to our cakes. So 2 generous teaspoons. To accompany that, 2 teaspoons of the ground cardamom. Oh, the smell is incredible. It's like walking in some spice market somewhere very exotic. Right, this is done for the cake mixture. So now we're just gonna pipe it using one of those little piping bags. I find it much easier than trying to spoon it, where you always dribble some on the side of the actual tin. So best to use a piping bag. Pour the mixture inside. Snap the end. And I'm gonna fill the mold 3/4 high. So here we are, my mini mold I've filled 3/4 full, and this is ready to go in the oven to bake for 10 to 15 minutes. To check if they are ready, do it the traditional way. Use a skewer or a sharp knife. When they come out clean, the cakes are ready. So while our little cakes are baking away, we're gonna make the vanilla syrup to drench them with later on. So here I got some golden caster sugar, which go in my saucepan. I'm gonna add to it some water and the juice of 2 lemons. And I have to say, lemon for me is one of my favorite baking flavor, very refreshing, and you can actually boost as well by using a great quality extract. So just 1 teaspoon of the lemon extract will turn this beautiful syrup to something so citrusy, really enhancing the flavor of the fresh lemon. Finally, some pure vanilla bean paste here, 2 generous teaspoons, and again, great combination to the cardamom and the lemon. Never been mean when you use vanilla bean paste. Stir it a little bit. And this is now gonna go on the stove just to go to the boil for 2 minutes. We don't want it to be too thick, just a very light syrup, so we're ready to drench our little cakes as they come out from the oven, so we get all this beautiful flavor right through. So we've got our cute little cakes. They're still slightly warm, which is perfect timing to drench them with our delicious syrup. Using a brush, I'm just gonna cover them generously with this beautiful syrup. The addition of the vanilla is that's going to round all the flavors of the cardamom and the lemon together and really bring a great boost of flavor to our little cakes. And now time to make them pretty, ready to set up on our special afternoon tea. So I got some fresh raspberries. I'm just going to cut them in half and just place them across each little cakes. And again, the acidity and the freshness of the raspberry is gonna cut through beautifully to the sweetness of that cakes. And here we are, the raspberry bring a nice touch of color as well. And now time for the glamour. One of my favorite decoration item, 22 karat gold leaves. You can get them now anywhere from any cake decorating shops, and even the supermarket are stocking them these days. They are edible and they do look super glamorous. The best way to use them is tweezers. Get your tweezers like this, and I love doing that. Look at those gorgeous flakes. I'm just gonna add them to the top of my raspberries. Here we are, an easy way to turn your little cakes into little jewels, ready for a very special afternoon tea. Enjoy!